Hello guys, welcome to our channel once again, and today we have another gist about Martell. At this stage, I'm getting tired of every single news. Every day there's a single news about Martell and never in the good light. That's what pisses me off. Before we go ahead, if you're not subscribed to our channel, remember to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe to our channel. And if you're subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. Make sure you like and comment on our videos. Now back to Martell. This guy is beginning to get a lot of people's nerves, and with this is tight suit and shaved head, I now believe that it was nice that Melody shifted away from a lot of her friends. Now, if we have a friend of his coming online, literally exposing Martell for the things, most of the things we have already suspected, she kind of cleared the air about a lot of situations that played out on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's just go right into it and see what she said. First, she showed us a text message between her and Martell, and she was like, "Good AM. You should be an attorney for planting reasonable doubts, which are unreasonable and far-fetched theories. Check this out. Let's do a you on you. You were still legally married when you needed SUV for the kids. Was I supposed to not help you with suburban deals and made sure Mel was involved? Question mark. Arguable, Mel could come at me and you with the same nonsense you did to Marsau." And this was the part that Martell was kind of playing it out as if Marsau was literally wanting to get with Melody. This is her explaining that situation and letting us know that Martell literally just did action film, just literally played, like, for her to call him an attorney for planting reasonable doubt, because a lot of people believed that and ran with that during that particular season. And she continued saying, "Case two, we were just at Houston having boss conversations. What if somebody snapped a photo of you and said you are dating twin sis? It couldn't be further from the truth. It's reaching and planting bullshit." Exactly. Like the way Martell spins the story about Marsau and Melody during that season, it felt as if like he had concrete evidence, like he caught Marsau like right in the way that he could not escape. So it just shows that right now I'm beginning to doubt everything Martell has said from the beginning of season one. Now we're in season two, because it seems like right from the time he has always planted storylines for us. Him coming out to say, "I'm not a social media type, I'm only on my show," trying to form as if he's a good guy. But he isn't. Going as far as setting up your wife to be a cheater, what low can Martell go? Then he replied, "D, I understand why you chose to talk. I don't understand why you chose to talk about the situation that we've talked about a couple times already. I didn't go to Atlanta yesterday. My friends already My friends aren't allowed to talk about anything negative pertaining to my show to me. Are you a friend or a fan?" So, Martell always going to Atlanta has always been a regular thing. I don't know why he takes offense with Melanie when she said she wanted to move to Atlanta. As in, this guy is just problematic. And the fact that he's saying that my friends are not allowed to talk about anything pertaining to me in that show negatively. So you need friends that will come, even when you did something wrong, be like, "Oh, Martell, you did well." That is why I literally am happy that Melody broke up her relationship with Destiny. A lot of people were coming from Melody when she kept on saying, "We cannot be friends, we can just be cordial, we can just be hi. A lot of people were coming for her at that time. But now to realize that she saw all these things. She was in their relationship. She knew that Martell's friends were friends that will never tell him the truth. Martell friends were literally ass lickers. They will never tell you the truth of the situation, and tell you you were wrong. I don't think that any of them saw any wrong in what Martell did for one day. And I don't think any of them ever told him, Martell, you were wrong in any way for one day. All of them always told him, like he says here, my friends aren't allowed to talk about anything negative pertaining to my show to me. Are you a friend or a fan? So she should just go ahead and be saying, oh, you did. Thank you very much. You tried. And she said, I literally love this lady. She said, your behavior is rude, offensive, and all about you, which is true. You don't listen and always on the defense when no one is coming or for or at you. Get out your own way. Fan, kiss ass. Friend, tell you what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear. I will correct and redirect you in a heartbeat. So if you want a fan, go find one because I ain't that one. Like this is a true friend because she said the truth. If you want a fan, I'm not a fan. I'm your friend. And what are friends supposed to do? Friends are supposed to call you out on your bullshit and you shouldn't get pissed off. At least they'll call you on your bullshit in a way they know that, okay, I know how this person is. I can call you out on your bullshit in a way you won't get offended. But at least they will tell you the truth of the matter. So if you expect me to come kiss your ass, I see you doing something wrong, and I'm like, oh, you're doing great when I know you are literally wrong. I'm not even a friend. That is not what friendship is all about. So Martell, no wonder he's sticking up for destiny. No wonder he's sticking up for who he's sticking up for. If you look at the people that Martell keeps close to him, you look at them very well. Every one of them licks his ass. Every one of them sticks to all the nonsense he says and does. None of them comes out and say, okay, Martell is literally wrong. I wonder when would one of them come out and say this person is wrong until he commits an atrocity before they will come out and say, oh, Martell is wrong. Because literally, I I feel sad for Melody, but I'm happy that she has moved on in life. I'm happy that she has decided to shift away from all these things. I am so happy she said to shift away from this guy. Moving forward, let's talk more on what she had to say. Then she had a post where she posted publicly on a group, a Facebook group where people talk about love and marriage, Huntsville, and she said, I'm about to tell the truth and shame the devil. Before you all come with the nonsense, I am not, and I have not been his girlfriend. Because so many people now, the haters will come and say, oh, the way she's exposing him, probably he broke up with her, he said he's no longer interested, that's why she's exposing him. So she's clarifying that issues now. She has never ever thought about being Martell's girlfriend, neither has she been his girlfriend ever. She said, Martell invited me to his coast drive and book signing, and I went to both. At the coast drive, Martell introduced Belinda Sanders to me as his new girlfriend. It was raining hard that day, and the coast drive was under a tent. On the stand in the freezing cold, Belinda looked like she was about to cheer for Dallas Cowboy. She had on mini with knee-high boots. We chatted and she advised she was a realtor and she told me what area she lives in. I don't want to disclose the exact town where her home is. I asked her how did she meet Martell and she told me at a wine event in Atlanta. I told Martell I will meet him at the book signing. When I arrived, I was pleasantly surprised that there were cameras. He never mentioned that they were filming. I had gifts for the kids and was about to enter the book signing room. I was stopped and I had to sign a form because I was being filmed once I entered the room. I waited for the kids and I personally delivered the gift. When I heard him tell the kids and to personally okay when I heard him tell his manager that he doesn't talk to Mel and only communicates by email, he said he emailed Mel but never mentioned confirmation from Mel that she was bringing them. While giving him their gifts, they filmed me. Belinda and two kids were on the side. She said on an interview that she had a booth there, but it was chairs and tables. It was chairs and tables. So I don't know about anything about booths unless they were added there after I left. It wasn't a grand VIP event to even have booths. It was not a whole lot of people there. Martell was not sad, and he had her two girls there to play stepdad. So I left. Miss Marlene told me to stay, but I told her I had to leave because the drive to Huntsville was unfamiliar and GPS took me on some scary roads. Later, when the episode aired of the wine tasting, saw Belinda on the show, I went to LMH page and posted the below comments. Later, I saw Belinda on Madoni re grand opening. Martell had someone to introduce Belinda as Destiny's friend. When it was all lies and cover up, Martell always got to have someone to lie and cover his tracks. I believe Cassin became Martell tried to convince me. Hmm. I believe Cassin, because Martell tried to convince me that Mel cheated first and had receipt of his attorney friend. He's been obsessed to clear his name. He's even tried to convince me that Marsau was trying to talk to Mel. And when the episode air of Marsau, when the episode air of Marsau was diffusing the situation, when the episode aired, Marsau was diffusing the situation. I knew Martell was delusional. If you don't agree with him, he calls and becomes defensive. Martell asked my twin and I to go on a project to build a house. He said to get a 250K loan. He didn't provide an address or anything, but I supposed to get a loan for Neverland somewhere in Huntsville. He found a sucker to do his dirty work, Belinda. Congrats to Belinda on your purchase with Martell because you have the land and not the man. That was like she literally exposed Martell. She exposed Martell for who he is. And everything just lined up. Like, you will believe what she's saying is true because watch the episodes of previous seasons. The book signing, how he was like feeling sad, giving us puppy eyes, giving us sad eyes because he was sad that Melody didn't bring the kid. He literally told us that he sent Melody an email and let her know to bring the kids, but she didn't still bring the kid. Now she's telling us that he never got a confirmation in the first place. So there was no agreement from Melody saying that, okay, I would bring the kids. So why was he on the show giving us puppy eyes, giving us teary eyes? I wanted my kids to be here. This is for them. We're running together. Giving us like that guy is so delusional. Martell is the most. If delusional was a person, that would be Martell. That would be Martell. And I am happy that she literally exposed him to the core where he cannot deny because she said she was in his drive donation drive. She brought the receipt. She showed an invite where he invited her to the book launch. He never even told her that they were going to be filming. So she thought it was going to be like some I can remember that episode. So there was a lady that brought gifts for the kids, which it was filmed. It was shown in the episode. Now to realize that in that same episode that he was teary eye, doing puppy eyes, making us feel sad, that he actually brought his girlfriend with, and she brought her two kids on the like Martell is. I believe when she said he's very obsessed with clearing his name. You can literally see it in everything he does, the way he moves. He's so obsessed with wanting people to see him in a good light. And that's why he went to meet Sheree. And they've had this plan. Sheree must never say anything bad about him. Now it's looking suspicious because I feel like Sheree is in Atlanta. This lady is in Atlanta. Are you sure she didn't connect them together so as to bring Martell in a good light, and somebody, another woman will speak of Martell in a nice light? Because right now, any other side chick would be in the dump. So she introduced him to Sheree to, because if you watch last week episode, she literally was praising Martell, trying to look at tell us or make us feel that is portrayed um, what is portrayed in the episodes in Love and Marriage Huntsville is not the way Martell is. Trying to cajole us into believing that Martell is we're just lied to about how Martell behaves and acts. That is just it. I feel so mad to find out that he has had Belinda as a girlfriend for a while. He brought her with her two kids, acting like a stepdad to them during that book signing, literally crying on TV, making us feel as if Melody did him one wrong thing. So Melody was right for not bringing her kids there. And I love the way she shaded the lady and said, congratulations to her for allowing him, because we found out that they bought a land together. Congratulations for allowing him cajole into buying the land. The truth is that you have gotten the land. He has gotten the land, but you did not have the man, because we know Martell has Arionne. I think he has a lady for everything he wants. He keeps Arionne at the side. Arionne comes out online, fights his battles for him, telling us how he's a good man, how they co-parent good, how they co-parent nice. Then he has this lady, this Sanders lady, there again, helping him get everything he needs because she has a higher social standing than Arionne. How I feel bad for Arionne, because Arionne literally fights all the battles of Martell. Arionne tries to make us believe that Martell is a better human being than he is. Then realizing that, oh, he has another girlfriend. And I believe that, not I believe I can beat my chest that it's not only Arionne and this lady that Martell has. I won't be surprised if another lady comes out tomorrow and say, I'm literally dating Martell. There will be no shock, no element of shock. Because Melody has already told us before that Martell cheated on her with various ladies. So these ones are just the ones that were able to catch on. I'm sure if we dig deeper, Mattel would have been exposed for more. Destiny is just there trying to fix anything. Like, now I understand. Melody cutting off herself from a lot of people. I understand now. When people come and say, oh, why does she change her number all of a sudden? Why does she cut off people all of a sudden? It's because she realizes that once you become a friend of Martell and you say, I'm a friend of Martell, he expects you to do what he wants to do. You literally saw her saying that he's very defensive. When you become a friend of Martell, you never tell him he's wrong. Being a friend of Martell has a requirement of not telling him that he's wrong. Being a friend of Martell requires that you should always tell him he's right. He's making the right decision. He's making the right step, even when they are wrong. That's what being a friend of Martell entails. And literally, if that's what being a friend to somebody means, I literally want to withdraw myself from a friendship like that. That I cannot be honest with you when I feel like, man, you're literally effing up. I feel bad for Melody, but I'm happy that she's in the space she is. And now I believe that those haters will understand why she acts, or when she makes a decision, she makes those decisions. She has seen, she was married to this man for how many years, for God's sakes? So she knows everything he's capable of. Then she tries to stop those things before they happen. Trying to spin a story that Melody cheated on him before he cheated. Really? All the while he was crying, saying, even this season he came and was saying Melody to pray about their relationship. Meanwhile, he has been having another girlfriend for how many years now? This is close to 2 or 3 years now. He has been having this lady as his girlfriend, and he was coming on this episode telling Melody to cry. Then a lot of people were literally upset when she was giving him the "I don't care" attitude. I'm not interested. Please just leave my surroundings. I'm not interested in what you're saying. A lot of people were getting upset with her. Haters were coming for her. Now, I hope all of you would understand why she does that. She knows the man she married. She knows her ex-husband. She knows his characters. She knows that he only does things that favors him. I won't be surprised. Yes, he wants Melody because he knows that Melody is the only lady that looks right in his side. If Melody should accept for him today, he will still have those numerous ladies by his side. It's just that they will remain hidden for the rest of their life. So please, we should stop hating. This lady has gone through enough, and this guy keeps on giving her enough issues. I know the thing is, when you've lied a lot, when you've covered a lot, and to find out that she was in Madoni's stuff, going back, and when I read those texts, going back and seeing those episodes, I begin to shake my head. I begin to shake my head. Last season, wasn't it when they went on Destiny trip and he was literally begging her back? Meanwhile, he had his girlfriend coming into the show and Destiny introducing her as her friend. Man, he has a lot of people that cover for him. This guy literally sweet talks his way into anything. I don't know what he uses, but please, he needs to come and teach me how to sweet talks himself into anybody, and he makes you do the things. He literally was trying to sweet talk this lady to borrowing money, 250K. Oh, that's where we're going to end it for today before I overtalk because I'm getting really pissed off talking about it. Don't forget, before we go, don't forget to subscribe. If you're not subscribed to our channel, click on the subscription button down below, and also don't forget to comment on our videos. And I'll see you guys next time.